Hello, party people. We're in the red room. I believe it's already at least. I didn't check the lights. Drinking some. I don't want to call it cheap, but it's sake and it tastes better cold. So the bottle recommends that. Now, as many of you long-time subscribers may know, we only use Redrum when we're flaming someone. Like on forums, like if people start getting mad at you and expressing those opinions, they are being flamed. That's where that comes from. For those that didn't know, if this makes any sense, I'm flaming myself tonight because I just came to some realizations. I made a little list. I should learn how to make those, indents in the progress bars to show which number on the list I'm talking about. So there's 10 things that is making me think that maybe I need a break. Don't worry. I'll get into it later, but don't worry. It's not a break from YouTube. It's a break from almost everything else. Number one, I realized I haven't been taking care of myself mentally and emotionally. I don't really have a healthy outlet to unwind or something productive. By my definitions of productive, if I'm staring at the blank screen on my book for the next page, I don't consider that productive because I'm just sitting there, and my mind is wandering. It's not that I think some people believe they always do this "what's the meaning of life" thing around Christmas, and a lot of people say family, a lot of people say health, some people say true love, and the romantic kind, of course. And I don't think I need that right now. I'd welcome it, but I'm not sure if I'm the best in the best situation to be involved in a relationship, especially a committed long-term one. Just I don't think it would cause more stress than it intended to, but I don't exactly have the best track record. I know that doesn't matter, but it matters to me. Number two, I haven't been to therapy in a long time, even though I sort of know I should have. That's sort of what that BetterHelp thing was about. That previous video. Let me read real quick a letter they sent me. Hi Tony, my name is blah blah blah, and I work for the member success team at BetterHelp. I wanted to check in with you and see if you have any questions or concerns about our platform. As I noticed, you matched with blah blah blah, the one therapist there, a few days ago, but have yet to get started. Taking the first step is a huge accomplishment, and we want to help you on your journey however we can. Therefore, I wanted to take this opportunity to offer you a discounted price from $63 a week to $49.50 per week, and is billed every 4 weeks. This price includes a 10% discount valid until July 19th, 2022. There's a link to get the discounted price and start therapy. Below that is, I hope this allows you to get the care you deserve. Please feel free to reach out to me directly if you have any questions or if you need help with getting matched with a different therapist. I'm here to help. Thanks, blah blah blah, BetterHelp team. So I appreciate that. I really do, even though it's probably just an automated, template of an email. Most corporations do that. They don't write individual emails. I mean, that's like me. If I ever got like 10,000 subscribers, that's like me monitoring every single comment. Like it's even bigger than that. Is almost impossible. So I mean, I guess that's where your mods come in. I don't know. Number 3, I've been substituting gambling as something somewhat incorrectly healthy to do, basically because it makes me happy. It gives me something to do. That's not a good. Those are not good reasons to be gambling. I'm not delusional. On the one hand, I haven't gone bankrupt. Like I haven't taken loans from the mafia, the Yakuza, or the the triads, or whatever you want to call it. I will admit that. Number 4 here, I don't have a drinking problem, despite what some of the YouTube videos might indicate. I am slightly drinking more than I used to, in my opinion, very slightly. I just need variety. That's what I feel like, and like I'm getting tired of like the same old shit, because like taste is important to me, in terms of alcohol at least. I'm not too worried about that, because I feel like that's the least likely thing that would develop into a arguably uncontrollable problem in my life, even though not all problems are not necessarily uncontrollable. They can be controlled successfully. Number 5, if someone asks me about my dating life one more time, I feel like I should ask, "Oh, it's going okay. How's your dating life going?" Like, I don't care about how your dating life is going. I mean, like, if you were complaining about, being lonely and whatnot, which, have I done that? Show me a video here recently after my last breakup with my previous ex, my most recent ex, where I say, "Oh my God, I'm so lonely," As I explained to Kirsten in that collaboration, also known as Victory Red, Google her. It's just not a priority right now. Now, if you ask me what a priority is, I think I found that out recently. The priority is I need to take better care of myself. And sometimes that involves, I don't want to say isolation, but just some time to myself. Of course, everyone, including myself, a lot of people have said maybe I just need a vacation, and part of me agrees with them. I just really haven't planned it. Like, because I'm so unmotivated with it, I don't think it's something that I necessarily need, but I figure it can't hurt, it can only help. There's more to that, number 5, but we'll get to it later. Number 6, at least physically, I'm fine. I think so. Like, I have a good metabolism. I think I have a decent diet, and physically, at least, I think I'm in good shape. I could easily work in a garage again, and even if it involves lifting heavy tires, etc. Like, I'm not too worried about that. But would I want to work in a garage again? It depends on the garage, let me put it that way. I've been absorbing myself, number 7, in hobbies, even though, like I mentioned, the productivity is an issue. I just feel like I'm like ignoring certain things I need to figure out that are going to take a long time to figure out. But this book I want to at least get done at the latest when I turn 40, which is basically in July. After July, it'll be about 3 years. Completely doable. My only concern is that I'm not going to have enough content for the book itself, because nothing new is really happening in my life, and I feel like that shouldn't be a problem, but it feels like it is. Going back to the gambling reference, so you get some merch, you get some swag after. I went from bronze to silver status, the very next tier up. Like, that's just a welcome bonus. I would rather succeed at gambling than I would getting some swag. Let me put it that way. Number 8, like I said, I'm not taking a break from YouTube, but it's gonna mostly be PS5 videos from at least for a little bit. This includes Genshin, Tomb Raider, whatever else I play. I'm still not trophy hunting, so I'm sorry if some of you guys want to see that, but I'm not. I'm probably not going to be vlogging as much, talking about anything personal whatsoever. I can think of other videos that would suffice to replace that. It wouldn't be the same, of course, but it would replace it, at least temporarily. Number 9, I think I just want less stressors in my life. Just less things that aren't really helping me, like including people, beliefs, responsibilities. I understand a lot of this stuff is, just you don't really get it by choice. It just happens because life continues. And the older you get, I was gonna say the older you get, the more complicated it becomes, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Like, I realize I don't have a lot of stresses in my life comparatively. Like, obviously, I've said it before, my life could be much worse. If it wasn't for the medical staff that I see, sometimes I question whether I would still be alive. During that whole suicide attempt with one of my previous exes, I don't know, I just I don't want to say I haven't been the same after that, but something changed. I'm not exactly sure what it was. I think it was the confidence that I thought I wasn't stupid enough to do something like that. But one can make the argument I had been drinking. One can make the argument that it was in the heat of the moment. I was just really mad, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't change the fact that it happened. Obviously, when most people, including myself to an extent, believe that it shouldn't have. This is a reference to Could Have Been Crazy, the first book of the trilogy. I'm not sure if this happened around the same time or not, but let's just say I didn't need flashing lights to get me through that. Just saying, because I'm still here. So before anyone intervenes in something they have no business intervening in, I got this. How's that sound? I don't know where to begin with that. I have no. People will never believe me, but like, I'm not even gonna, fuck it. I'm not even getting into it. No. Number 10. You guys will know when things are back to normal, when I start talking about, maybe not as much about certain personal stuff, and like, sometimes I would like to think some of my personal stuff maybe someone out there will be able to relate to, or be like, wow, like, things could be a lot worse, just like he said, and just because I attempted whatever, like, it's not going to define the rest of my life. I don't know. I only hear so many stories and read so many comments, but I would like to think someone was helped out there. Yeah, the channel will show it when things are back to quote unquote normal. I just need to chill out for a bit. It's not that I need me time. It's not that I need more free time or personal time. It's just, I'm just tired of being involved in things that don't concern me. And the things that I need to be involved in that do concern me, I question how important they are. And I'm just, like, if you really want to break it down to what it is, like the bottom line, that would be, I'm just not happy. I'm sorry, like, I've said that before. I'm just not happy. And I don't know how I got to that point, at least recently. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's my fault for not reaching out to people or whatever, whether that be family, friends, or professionals. I mean, with the exception of professionals, sometimes I wonder how much can the first two groups really help, because they're not doctors, they're not therapists. Like, not that you need to be one to give good advice, but it helps. Just saying. Despite what some people might think, yes, I do think people working in the medical field know what they're doing. I know people who work in the medical field, and I can vouch safely that they know what they're doing. People think just because someone says or expresses in a certain way that they know what's best for them, that immediately they become defensive and say, like, you know, you don't understand this or blah blah blah. And it's like, go to a professional and make them understand it so they can help you with it. But I don't know why listens to me. I don't listen to myself, apparently. But yeah, this Redrum is specifically for me, I guess. And there's just a lot of things that I should have addressed when they happened, and I didn't. And like a lot of things are just starting to catch up with me. Just I have faith that everything will work out. It's just that I'm just not sure how long that stability and happiness will last, which is fine. That's normal. Even if it doesn't last a long time, at least it happened. So I will be familiar with how to get to that point again. But right now I feel like I'm skipping the steps. I feel like I completely ignored step 1, and like I'm trying to get to like step 12 if it was a 12-step program. I don't know. It's just, I'm just tired. I'm really tired of, like, not physically, even though I am a lot, but it's just because my sleep schedule is a little bit sporadic. But yeah, just, I'm tired of being the only one who, not in the moral sense necessarily, not in the legal sense. I'm tired of being the only one who knows what right from wrong is. And I just don't want to deal with it anymore. I mean, like it's not my job to try to change people, but when I become involved in something I don't want to be involved in, it's like, so I'm just gonna wait for things to blow over. Like I will be not in contact with a lot of people. I'm probably this weekend, or maybe whenever I have time this week, I'm probably gonna change my phone number, because I just don't want a lot of people. If you look at my block list, granted, my block list on my iPhone is long because I blocked the telemarketers and the scammers. But like, there's legitimate phone numbers in that block list, and I was gonna say I just need a break, but maybe what I need is change, multiple changes, permanent changes, healthy changes to happen in my life. And the road I'm going on now, I feel like it's not gonna get me there. And I feel like I should have seen that a long time ago. Maybe I just tried to ignore it. But it's okay. Yeah, I have a lot of faith that things will work out. I just need to, I don't want to say push myself to it, but at least try to make this first step. And I mean, partially, I think this isn't easy for me to admit. I know it's nothing to be ashamed of, but for me, it bothers me, and that's just the way I'm built, emotionally and, you know, mentally. I think I should be in therapy again, at least for a couple of visits, and just to get some things off my chest, and maybe address some things like I mean, if anyone thinks therapy is something to be embarrassed about, like, it's really not. Like, everybody should know. It's, to an extent, everybody knows that. It's just the people who don't have faith in the psychiatry field, the psychology field, who think therapy is like a crutch. I don't know what to say in regard to those people, but at the end of the day, it's my life, it's your life. You know, we can only try to make the best decisions. We can only try to make the best of a bad situation, multiple bad situations. All right, guys. I think that's gonna be it for me for tonight. Yeah, just I'll try to make some actual quality videos about, like, maybe some reactions or something. But right now, the bare minimum will be just some PS5 videos, Genshin videos, other games. I probably am not gonna do any collabs anytime soon. At least not with certain people. Not that I have anything against them, it's just that I don't think they're helping my situation right now. And yeah, there will be very little vlogging about anything personal. Like I said before, it was just the tip of the iceberg. I feel like that bottom part of the iceberg is just getting bigger and bigger, and more and more dangerous. To be honest, I'm kind of ashamed that I let it get to this point, to be honest. I mean, I'm not in any immediate danger, and, like, I don't have anyone on a fucking hit list or something. But it's just a lot of things are right now, and it's hard for me to admit that I might need help. But I think it's about time I started seeking some help. And it's funny because, like, just because someone doesn't talk about their issues doesn't mean they don't have them. And it's just like a feeling that I'm gonna implode if I have to listen to anyone else's problems. And, like, when they look at me and expect a response, sometimes I ask myself, in my head of course, what the fuck am I supposed to say? What the fuck am I supposed to do that's gonna fix your life? Like, you know, like that song, like, if you're broken, I'm not gonna fix you. Like, I'm not saying, like, only, but, like, in general, only professional help can fix you to an extent. If the issues are that bad, then, like, maybe you should see a counselor or a therapist or a clinician, whatever. No one's saying you have to go the route of medication. No one's saying that. But in some cases, is that the best decision? Of course. Someone like me who is very positively responsive to psychotropic medication. Because how do I know this? Because when I'm not on a psychotropic medication, everything turns to shit when I'm not properly medicated. That's why that thing in Vegas was such a big deal with my ex, who said, you know, she would kill herself after I went to the hospital to get adjusted to, you know, to the medication regimen. And that's how I know that things are only going to get worse. If things are going to get much worse really fast if I'm not medicated, then, like, you know, maybe years from now, maybe decades, possibly centuries, we'll know everything about the human brain and the human genome and DNA, and then we'll be able to just give medication that permanently fixes certain things. If you want to be happy the rest of your life, maybe they'll have a pill for that. You know, I joke about it, but, like, do I wish I was that way? Of course. It would make things a lot easier, wouldn't it? I just don't want to go to bed right now. Like, I should. It's 22 minutes until 4 a.m. 22. That's my birthday of July 22nd. That must be a sign. I know when I was unmedicated, I was all about signs and like borderline supernatural paranormal stuff. I wasn't like, you see, I was gonna say I wasn't going crazy, but it depends on what your definition of crazy is. There, in the relationship where I attempted suicide, and the relationship in Vegas, I'm starting to realize they were a lot more similar than I had thought in terms of the emotional, I don't want to say trauma, but the damage that I never really repaired. And I just obviously the way I've been trying to repair them is not working. So my clinician and I, my therapist and I, clinician and therapist are basically interchangeable for the most part. But my therapist and I, we've known each other for a long time. During the pandemic, we talked on the phone every now and again if something was bothering me. I probably should have made an appointment with him like a long time ago. It's unfortunate that those things happened in those two relationships, but that's implying my other relationships were not emotionally damaging as well, because to an extent some of them were. You can make the argument that because none of those relationships lasted, that all of them were emotionally damaging. No, it's not a thing about closure or anything. It's about figuring out how I let myself get to that point where I was just unhealthy. In one case, I could have just been dead. I hate to put it so bluntly like that, but that's the truth. And it's unfortunate that's the truth. Like, I want people to know that. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? You know, like, the point is I wasn't thinking. I was trying to figure out the fastest and easiest way to make the pain I was feeling just stop. And that is why I attempted suicide the way I attempted it. I thought I was just going to pass out, but obviously that did not happen. And I started freaking out because I didn't want to be in pain. Like, I think that's a horrible way to go. Is it going to happen? It could, but logically it shouldn't happen until I'm much older. You know, all things considered, like with no random accidents happening. Maybe someone put out a hit on me. Maybe someone dislikes me, hates me that much that I'd be on a hit list. It's okay. I'll call some of my triad friends up, and we'll take care of this. We'll take care of it. You know, Vietnamese people, this is a stereotype, but I just find it funny. Vietnamese people do not have one-on-one fights. If you want to fight a Vietnamese person, you're gonna fight his 9 other friends, and it will be a 10-on-1. And they don't see anything wrong with that. Personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That's just your homies and your boys looking out for you. Like, I mean, if you want to get 9 of your other guys to assist, then we can all just meet together. I mean, at that point, would there be weapons involved? Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I understand there's no point regretting it now. Like, even though I know I should got help for some things a long time ago. I don't know. The only thing I can control is now. I can't control the past to an extent. I can influence the future, but I hope I influence it positively, and I don't end up in the spot again where I'm just so aggravated, so agitated, so disappointed, and like, not just in myself, but you know, okay, I'll interrupt that by saying that some people will say you are the company you keep. So if you're friends with so and so, or they're friends with so and so, if you associate with each other, that's gonna say a lot about you, and I don't want to be on that path. I don't think that's a good path to follow. But yeah, I have to change my phone number. Like, I don't see any other choice. I mean, of course I'll let certain people know it, but like, I just don't want to deal with it anymore. When I say it, I mean all this other shit revolving around me that it should not be. Sorry, I was gonna stop this at 20 minutes, but apparently I ranted on for another 10 minutes. But honestly, guys, like, if you need therapy, or if you even think you need therapy, it doesn't have to be for the rest of your life. Like, in my situation, it's as needed. Quite frankly, because I went to therapy a lot. Like, I thought I got past, and I did get past a lot of things, and then I needed therapy less, and that's a good way of looking at it. Now, I'm not saying people who get therapy the rest of their lives, like they're using it as a crutch. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they feel that commitment is the best for them in whatever terms of health they have. And I'm not going to make fun of them for it. Obviously, like, I'm not exactly... like, you can't throw stones in glass houses. So I feel like I'm throwing a fucking boulder through there. Fucking... Alright, guys. Thanks for understanding, party people, and take care of yourselves and each other. So I'll probably see you guys in the next PS5 video. I haven't decided what that's going to be. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, guys. I'll talk to you later.